We need help.
Our target's name is Brixton. He's a ghost. We're gonna need the best trackers in the business. Luke Hobbs.
I'm what you call an ice-cold can of whoop-ass.
Career lawman. Always gets his guy.
So you guys are being hunted by an army of mercenaries led by a genetically enhanced soldier.
Look at me. I'm Black Superman.
You're crazy.
One reason why these films resonate is because it balances really well the action with heart. Family is the word you heard a lot during Fast and Furious movies. So can you speak a little bit to that and sort of the heart of the film? What are the,
that's
what
what
the heart
I
of this?
love about this film. You know, it's a movie where it really, it's just exploring the obvious sort of like big bang, big explosion, big creations, but at the same time it's sort of the consistent conversation of how the most important thing at the end of the day is family, and I think that we can all relate to that. We're all out there trying to do our thing, but the most important key thing to success is having value to what you have and paying an homage towards that. So I think that this franchise specifically and this expansion goes into so nicely because you have the dynamic between Vanessa and Shaw, which they're obviously brother and sister, and then you'll see a little bit more about Helen Mirren in it too that kind of expands that world, and then you see DJ's character go into Hawaii and sort of expand into that world, and sort of like we will do, I think the consistent conversation is we would do anything for family. Family is first and foremost, and I thought that was beautiful, and in its own capacity every character does the same throughout the film. So I think people are going to be really excited and just enjoy the movie. It's a fun movie as well. It comes up with a lot of comedy. They have incredible comedic timing, so it's.
And that's why people
fun.
wanted there to be a spin-off. So you said you've been watching this since you were a kid.
Yes.
Do you remember the first one? Was it the first movie that you saw? And did you ever think, I'll be in that movie one day?
I never.
Were you an
thought
actress at the time?
I mean, no. I was probably like, I won't say because they'll be so upset. I was really young when it came out.
I hope you teased Dwayne about that, though, and said, guess
what? Guess what? I was
you.
like a baby. I was younger than your daughter. No kidding. But I was really young when the first movie came out, and I do remember seeing Michelle Rodriguez and thinking, wow, she's so cool because there's this love story obviously happening, but she's also an identity of her own. And I thought that, at the time it was very rare to find characters, especially when it came to Latina characters that kind of had their independent, self-made strength to its own. So I really was excited when they reached out to me and like, we would really want you to be in the movie. I could not believe it, and I'm excited, and hopefully I can become that for other girls and feel inspired that they could be one day here, because it's totally doable. It can happen. It happened to me. I was coming from a different country. I was in Mexico. Like, it was completely an idea that could never really live in my head like a reality, and here we are. So
hopefully there's a little girl watching somewhere that will be in Fast 25.
145. I hope that, I'm sure there will be that amount of Fast and Furious because people love
keep
that.
getting better.
Buckle up, fat boy.
So this is a new character. We don't know a lot about your character.
Yes.
So tell me what you can. And is this possible to setting up a whole new universe, like the Hobbs and Shaw universe? Is this something that continues?
Maybe.
Okay.
I can't say that, but maybe. I think that if the fans love it, it all depends on them. And I am just so grateful to be part of this. It's just really exciting. I grew up watching the Fast and Furious films.
Did you?
So now being part of, also, for me, it was very special to create this character of a Latina in this franchise because, I do know that a big following of this franchise is Latino. It's the Latino community, so it's incredible for me to be part of it because I feel like I'm contributing to prolong more opportunity for us. But, Madame M, she's a total badass. She knows what she wants. She's driven. She's independent. She's strong. I love that she's a character who is not a damsel in distress in any capacity. And by the way, I will say Vanessa Kirby is absolutely incredible in this film.
She's amazing.
And she will be so inspiring for future other films to create equally badass characters of her, because she's not trying to be tough. She is just who she is, who's a real woman with, as we can relate, real emotional issues and problems, but not trying to overplay that. So, and at the same time, she's a complete badass. So Madame M is the version of that as well, but in a darker sense. She is, you'll see throughout what she gives back to the boys and how she's completely needed by them. How they completely need her to kind of continue their mission. So she's really cool, and I mean, I'm excited for people to see her in action.
The only way we survive is working together, like a team.
Let's do this.